EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Arizona Cardinals and the Carolina Panthers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Play action. It's Newton. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this play a lot like the previous one, thanks to that stout Cardinal defense. Back-to-back, they've been tackled behind the line. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Deep for the Cardinals, Christian Kirk. Fielded at the 20. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. A give right side now to Hunt. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Jackson now. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in a sack. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. On 1st and 10, Newton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now after the run by Hunt, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 36 yards. And the Cards are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
They go quickly here out to Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
3rd and 1, who you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They fake the give. Newton. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Off play action. Newton. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Gonzalez out now to try the Panther field goal.
From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
68 yards rushing for him now, as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a yard, Jackson. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. This time Jackson will throw it. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And now out is the Cardinal field goal team here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Prater's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Dancing to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
He's going to look deep for more. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium, but you know who is not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Brown breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Now Jackson. This is caught. It's Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Big Derek Brown making the stop. 2nd and 9.
They go play action now. Jackson. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run on first down. Hunt. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Abdul is going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Newton now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. To throw is Newton. Out left to Anderson. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Here we go on 4th. Newton. Flush to his right.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Anthony Averett picks it, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Open man is Kirk, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st down, it's Hunt, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd and 11.
Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Flushed out right. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Newton.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Panthers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Newton. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Newton. And that is incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Newton. Taking a shot here for Marshall.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Escaping, Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Now it's Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Panthers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. That caught by Trimble. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Here's Newton. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
2nd down and goal. Newton eluding the pressure right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Christian McCaffrey there to make the grab. And the Panthers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. Turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Jackson. Buying time. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing is Newton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
58, right over there. Yeah, Mike, 58, right there.
Newton. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, their playoff run may end right here.
It's just me and you. Check 13. Check 13.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
And Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of